Crash Bandicoot 4 walkthrough. So this level made me deeply reconsider many choices I have made in my life, and then I felt completely happy with all of my choices when I actually beat this level. So this was also a point when I was playing this game. This was the point when the game updated, because I played this game when it was still pretty new, so this video I think is like 3 days after the game came out. And there were a lot of updates coming out because, you know, games these days, they can't ship to you finished. They have to ship to you with a 50 gigabyte day 1 update. So this was more like an 8 gigabyte day 4 update or something like that. After that update, I started getting a lot of lag. I was getting, like, I don't know, it's a console, I'm gonna say 30 FPS, fine, but then it would just start jittering. So I'm guessing I was getting like maybe 20 to 25 FPS at very certain places. And this level especially, I think probably just because I have the older PlayStation 4 and this level has so much stuff going on in it. I hope that it wasn't lagging on the newer PlayStation 4, and I imagine it wouldn't lag at all on the PlayStation 5, but it was still just kind of bugging me. I was just like, man, I am so sick of consoles. You know, I wish that every game would come out on consoles and PC. I'd be so happy if every game would come out on consoles and PC, because then I'd never have to buy another console again. But that's not the world we live in. We have to deal with consoles, sadly. And because of that, the lag would sometimes eat some of my jumps, they would eat some of my inputs, and that meant I died way more times than I think I deserved. Luckily for you guys, I cut almost all of those deaths out, so you're not going to see that. And I can kind of, I'm getting like PTSD from the lag doing this chase, or this riding part, this weird worm riding part, and especially this part here where we're falling down these platforms. This was so dang laggy, and the video doesn't look laggy at all, so I'm a little bit surprised. I was kind of hoping it would show up in the recording, but I guess it didn't, so I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. And then after I already beat a lot of these levels, this was kind of annoying to me too, they updated the game again, and then the lag went away. So hopefully it's fixed now, hopefully it doesn't lag anymore. But it was something I was struggling with, and it really just made me despise this level in particular because it was so dang colorful. It was way too happy for how freaking hard it is, and it's also, you know, just had to lag on top of that. Plus, I gotta admit, it felt a little bit out of place. I mean, I don't know how this makes any sense to where we are on the map. It's just like this big colorful avatar plant level. I don't know, it just felt a little bit odd. It felt sort of like they wanted to go a direction and couldn't figure out how to get this in the game, so they just threw it in anyway. And on top of that, they had to make it probably the second hardest level in the game to me. I think I struggled I had a really hard time with this level. It doesn't help that there are a lot of these like starfish with one eyeballs laying around the map, and they will like immediately snap up and slap you if you step on them, so I lose a lot of health that way. Plus there's nitro boxes everywhere on top of all the stupid sliding goop that just takes you in whatever direction it wants. There's like no control on those. And on top of that, we have to deal with these really annoying, really huge riding sections on the strange alien worm. So I was stuck in this part for quite a while. That's how you can get that box there if you want. There's like an electrified jellyfish octopus looking thing there. You can use the gravity to get those boxes beneath that platform if you so desire. I don't think I desired anymore. So we came over here. Yeah, I stopped desiring to care about those stupid boxes. And then I almost got eaten by that thing, so that would have made me mad. But I still have Aku Aku with me, so the game did feel sorry for me at some point. And then it's kind of dumb that they give you Aku Aku and then send you on a driving section of the level, because if you die here, you know, the only way you really die is by falling off. I guess you could get hit by one of those things, but you really only die often by falling off, and he doesn't help you. The Tiki doesn't help you out when you fall off. And depth perception is going to be your enemy in these places again, especially on those tiny platforms, and you can try to pay attention to that circle beneath you. That will help, but the fact is that you really have to get used to jumping with this guy, because when you jump, he's going to jump and then he's going to land, and you don't really get to control a whole lot where that happens, since he is also constantly moving forward. So you just have to get used to the timing and get pretty good at judging how far he's actually going to send you. Again, the hitboxes for the boxes for this guy are pretty narrow, if you ask me. And then we got more of these stupid platforms with those boxes on the smaller ones. If you want to go for those, good luck. Lots of checkpoints, be sure to grab those. I died a million times here. We'll see how many deaths I have at the end of the level, but I died so many times in this upcoming part. I got pretty good at this part, and we have to make it all the way to the end of that big giant portal. We have to make it all the way to the end. So I tried doing this a million different ways. I tried going right down the center, I tried going all the way to the right, or all the way to the left. I found the easier way seemed to be to the left, but you really just have to make sure that you hit every one of those platforms. If you try to skip any, it's just going to throw the timing way off. And once we make it here, it's not so bad. You still want to be pretty careful because these platforms are narrow and the camera angle's weird and the controls feel a little bit off because of that. But finally, we can make it to the end of the level. I missed like 150 boxes. Who cares? I died. How many times? 3? No. That looks like... I can't... Oh, 17 times? Yeah.